right, guys. Hey, I'm just enjoying a little dig here. Let's see here. Find a nice little item here. You can check it out. Let me clean it off for you. Let's see here. This is a scraper device you can put in the palm of your hand like so, and then use it to scrape hides. And the Indians obviously used this back in the day. So, hey, well, first of all, welcome, 8th grade incredible historians. Welcome to Ancient History. My name is Mr. Whitaker, and I'm your Ancient History teacher this year. I tell you what, I absolutely love God's world and His story of interacting with mankind. Within our world, God shows His handiwork and His sovereignty. You see, He made our planet. He made it beautiful and virtuous in the beginning. But then, as you know, sin entered in. No worries though. God knew that sin would taint His creation, and He knew that sin would taint our heart. That's why God designed the perfect plan for mankind's redemption. You see, God in His divine providence has been communicating and drawing us to Himself throughout history. Right after Adam and Eve's sin, God showed them the importance of blood sacrifice. Now, God kept speaking to people up until the flood, and continues speaking to people throughout Israel's interactions with ancient cultures and the world. Now, even the people that used this artifact that I shared with you, they believed in something bigger than themselves, someone bigger than themselves. In fact, biblical characters and secular cultures have existed alongside each other for many, many years, since the beginning. You find them recorded in God's Word. You remember Joshua. Joshua interacted with the pharaohs. Daniel interacted with the Babylonian Empire. Ezra lived in the time of Socratic Greek philosophy. And Malachi, he lived in the times of Plato. Finally, fast forwarding to the New Testament, the mighty Roman Empire collided. But in order to fulfill God's redemptive plan of salvation through Jesus Christ's blood sacrifice. You know, this year we're going to chronologically follow God's Word. We're going to see how it and its sacred stories intersect with our secular world. We'll explore the ancient Mesopotamian empires recorded in the Old Testament. We're also going to have some fun building ziggurats. We'll also get to examine and explore the ancient Egyptian customs and rituals. We're going to even recreate some of those ourselves. And some of those might leave you a bit mummified. We'll even reconstruct ancient Greek battles and Greek theater and even the Greek games, the Olympics. And we'll end this school year by focusing in on the Roman Empire and how its power actually ushered in God's plan for salvation. You know, it is my sincere hope and prayer that our engaging ancient history class will truly spark your curiosity and your interest in God's dealing with mankind. From the ancient times of the past to the here and now, the present, and also God's dealings in our heart, personally. I look forward to a wonderful year with you in ancient history. I want you to know that I am just so excited to meet you and to have such a fun, wonderful year learning together. I'm excited to learn about your interests, also your strengths, and to see you grow in your knowledge and in your wisdom. I'd also like to take a brief moment just to simply introduce myself and my family to you. First of all, my wife, Her name is Saralyn. We've been married since 2003. We met at John Brown University while I was working on my undergraduate work. My degree was in Children and Family Ministry. Now then, she is just an excellent mother, and she also works on the Grammar campus. Now, you may occasionally see her here on the upper campus from time to time. She helps out with a few things here as well. Now, we both really love and enjoy being engaged in our church. In our local church, we participate in many activities. Sometimes I'm teaching Sunday school. We also work together with the young couples ministry, where we have parenting classes, and we also have marriage studies as well. I'm also a licensed minister in our local church, so I occasionally get to preach to the congregation and share God's word with everyone as well. The Lord has blessed us with two just wonderful children. Our little girl, her name is Eden. She is on the Grammar campus. She enjoys playing her piano and doing arts and crafts, and she's just a joy and just always bubbly. She just brings so much joy and delight to our family. Our son, his name is Jackson. Jackson will be on the upper campus with us, or with you, so we'll all be on the upper campus together. Now then, Jackson, he enjoys things like playing basketball and going out to the family farm and going on hunting trips. So that's something that Jackson enjoys. Now, all the Whitaker family, we all enjoy just getting out into nature, enjoying God's creation, and having fun. We like going on hikes and going camping. We also enjoy riding our bikes on the Razorback Greenway. So we love spending family time together. Now, I've been teaching since 2006. I taught science and history in the Bentonville public school system for a total of 8 years. I completed my master's degree while teaching at Bentonville. My master's degree is in educational leadership. I completed that in 2012, and I put that to use. I put that to use being an administrator and an educator at Fayetteville Christian School. Now, I taught at Fayetteville Christian School. I taught there for 6 years. I taught science and history during that time. And then the Lord graciously and wonderfully moved us to Providence. And we are absolutely thrilled to be on board with Providence. We love the model. We love how it allows our family to have more time together. And we just love the things that God is doing at Providence. And in addition, the Lord has recently opened up a door for me to begin pursuing my doctorate. In fact, I'm enrolled in courses now and pursuing my doctorate in education with an emphasis in curriculum and instruction. So I'm pursuing that. So, it's always a good time to learn and gain knowledge. Whether you are an 8th grader or a 7th grader in junior high, or whether you're an old man like me. So I'm excited that we can all learn and grow together this year in our classroom, and I'm just eager to meet you and help you and serve you as the year progresses. Now then, I'd like to let you and your student know how to get acquainted with our classroom format and our classroom expectations. To do this, let's first of all join our Google Classroom account. And second of all, I'm going to ask you to look over our classroom syllabus. It's found in our Google Classroom. So first of all, to join Google Classroom, here's what you'll need to do. A student or parent will simply need to have a Google email account. It's really easy. You just find it online, set it up. It's absolutely free. Once you're in your Google email account, you'll click on the Google Apps grid in the right corner of the screen. It looks like a bunch of little boxes in the corner. From there, you will select the Google Classroom icon. It says Classroom, and it looks like a little green chalkboard. From there, you'll simply click the plus sign in the top right corner. Just looks like a mathematical plus sign. And then you will join our class. To join our class, you just simply enter the classroom code. And I'll place that on the video for you. Once you enter that classroom code, you are in our Google Classroom account. Now, as I mentioned, I'll also ask you to read over our classroom syllabus. It's going to let you know all the materials and supplies that our students need for day one. Please try to have all those supplies and materials purchased and ready to roll for our first day of class. On the other hand, if you're waiting for a textbook to arrive in the mail, we will adjust and accommodate and make sure that your child can still interact with the curriculum. The syllabus is going to give you an overall introduction to our class at large. It will also let you know how our classroom operates during our on-site days and our at-home days or satellite days. Our syllabus will explain how I'm going to communicate classroom assignments and tests. You're also going to find blue sheets within our Google Classroom account. The blue sheet is simply a weekly lesson plan that lets you know what we're learning in class and what assignments need to be completed at home. You'll discover how I'll be grading within our classroom. Plus, you'll discover how any honor students can complete their assignments and get those turned in for credit as well. Our syllabus explains how we'll be using Google Classroom throughout the school year. Google Classroom is really going to become a wonderful resource for you and kind of like your best friend. I'll be posting assignments and classroom video content within that Google Classroom. Our videoed lessons are going to become an awesome support for you. If you need to do school virtually, all of our lessons are videoed and posted in our Google Classroom. Or let's say you need to miss a day or be absent a day due to sickness or an appointment. You can go back into Google Classroom and you can view the lesson from the day. Or let's say we have a test that's coming up and there's a concept that you're struggling with. You can go back, you can review those video recordings of the lesson that you need to ramp up on. You can go back and view that to get ready for your upcoming test. So take advantage of those lesson videos. I've also created a section on how to be successful in our classroom within our syllabus. Please make sure that you read through that portion of the syllabus very, very carefully. I truly want all of my students to have an incredible and successful school year this year. Honestly, parents and students, I know you're getting my syllabus and you're getting other syllabi. I know it's a lot of information and it may be somewhat overwhelming, especially at first glance. It contains a lot of information about our specific class. And it also contains information about overall policies at Providence and within the school. But please, 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 please do not stress. I promise you that I'm going to take care of our students and I'm going to let them know our expectations starting on day one and throughout the rest of the school year. I truly want all of my students to be successful in our class. So I'm going to support them and let them know all the expectations and lead them and guide them throughout the school year. I truly am excited to be at Providence and I'm excited to meet everyone. School's coming up soon. I tell you what, I've been praying for you. I've been praying for our school year and I'm excited for what God has in store for us. I can't wait to see you soon.